Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Please let me know if you can hear me okay. I'm trying a new setup tonight, so let me know. Hopefully it sounds good. Last month I came on and was totally muted, so I'm a little traumatized by that. Um, but yeah, otherwise, please let me know how you are, what you're up to, what are you working on. We're here for another solo stream. Can hear okay. Okay. Excellent. I love to hear it. Um, wow, we've got so many folks here. Hi, Michael. Hi, James. Hi, Amber. Nice to see you. Hi, Zainab. And hi, Melon. And hi, Lynn. Oh my goodness. All clear. Thanks, Amber. I was definitely a little worried. I'm in bed. LO was about to turn in and then saw you were live. Well, don't let me keep you up too late. It is a school night. Um, thank you very much. Yeah, it was it was crazy just watching it get closer and closer to 1K because it just happened extremely fast, which I know sounds crazy because I've been making videos for 3.5 years, but it went by in a blink of an eye. It really did. But yeah, business as usual tonight. We're not going to do anything too different. We're still here to get some writing in. Thank you for the love for the sweater. This is my like summer sweater, but we're going to pretend that it's warm out. Um, So if you're new, this is my solo stream. We do 4 sprints, right? Yes, 4 sprints of relatively short amounts of time, and we try to keep it quick and moving, keep it snappy. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Super excited for this live. I needed to write, and congrats! Thank you, Amber. We will definitely get some words in. Hi, Grape. Thank you. Thank you. I definitely wouldn't still be on YouTube if I hadn't found the Troublemakers community. So thank you, Grape. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I think I will go ahead and get us into our warm-up sprint. So let me go ahead and get that shared. It's just going to be a short one to start. Let me get my playlist up. Okay, so most of our timers tonight are brought to us by Violet from Writing Violet. And we will start with a 15 minutes just to warm up and remember where we were. So good luck, everybody. I will see you on the other side. All right, everybody. That's the end of our first sprint. All right, so let me know how you did. For me, I very quickly had to scribble a bunch of notes in my notebook because I had a story idea when I was on my walk earlier today. And I'm one of those people who like story ideas and new ones are so far and few between. I'm like very much a one project girly, and my brain just doesn't ideate like some people's. So when I do get struck by an idea for a book, it's like, oh my gosh, once a year pretty much. And I'm really excited. So I just wanted to make sure that I wrote down everything I was thinking about on my walk before it all floated away. Um, and I got like 2 pages of notes down. I got the main beats down. Um, I'm very excited. So I will try not to get distracted by that for the rest of the night because I do want to be working on my Project Gemstone revisions. That was like what I was supposed to be doing tonight. So I will not pay any more attention to that plot bunny idea. Um, so let's see how everybody else did. Barrett popped in. Hi, and thank you. Thank you, thank you. Amber is working on edits on First Full Draft, middle grade series book one, centered on ballet and friendships. Wait, Amber, I need to know all about this. I'm an ex-dancer. Um, I danced my whole life until I went to college. Um, and I still think about dance every single day as a 30-year-old lady. It's like such a part of my identity and my childhood slash teenagerdom that I feel like I would just eat this up. Um, and my very best friend was a friend that I grew up dancing with, so I need to know everything about this series. What is the plot? What are the characters? I want to know everything, and that sounds really sweet. I love that it's middle grade. So exciting! For James, I'm working on day planning. I work nights, so my day's just starting. Oh, well, hopefully we can get you off to a good start. Good luck with everything. I'm glad you can have us up for company at least. Zainab made progress for my cheat sheet. Is this for school? Hopefully you don't have too much more to do, and hopefully your test is going to be over soon, if so. Hi Tessa, welcome. Found the stream with like 3 minutes left in the sprint, so got a mammoth 45 words down. That's awesome. That's great. It's 45 more words than you had before, right? Good job. Um, Amber said, "Oh, me too, me too. I teach. I am a dancer." Oh, are you primarily ballet? Are you a ballerina? That's amazing. That's amazing. For Michael, I got 3.5 lines of the poem down. Awesome. I was worried that the prompt milestone was a little tough. So if you want a new one, you can call it in and we'll switch it if that one's not your favorite. Um, just let me know. For Amber, encouraging us former dancers to get back to the bar. Oh, I love that. I love that. Um, I definitely did ballet and I did tap as well and a million other things too. But tap is the one that I really loved. And that's the one that I've done a little bit as an adult, but I have not gotten back into ballet as an adult, and I really do want to. Because I realized like when I went to college and I was no longer dancing that quiet time where all I was focusing on were my feet and my arms, like at bar specifically, where it's so kind of meditative, but also you have to focus really hard. That like 45 minutes of doing bar was so important, like mentally, mental health wise, to just not think about homework or projects or anything else because you had to focus so hard on what you were doing. And that's why I think bar is so valuable, or anything that just keeps you focused on something that's kind of zen, I guess, in a way. Um, that's what I liked about it. Sorry for the dance rambles, y'all. Um, okay, it is a good prompt. Excellent. Zainab said, yes, it's for psych stats. Exam is on Monday, so I have time to complete these notes. Oh my gosh, you're so on top of it. That's so many days from now. If you're talking to me as a high schooler, I would have been doing this Sunday night. You're way ahead of the game. I really commend you for this. You're going to do great. Psych stats, that sounds really intense. Very cool. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get us into our second sprint. So let me get my playlist up here. Just give me 1 second, y'all. We are officially in Aquarius season, I do believe. If there's any astrology girlies in the chat, please correct me. But because of that, I have pulled up our Aquarius timer from Violet. So this is going to be our 20-minute sprint, so we're going to take it up just one more level, start to get a little more immersed in our work. So here's our 20-minute Aquarius timer. Good luck, everybody. everybody. That is the end of our second sprint. So let me know how you did. All right. So for me, I started on my Project Gemstone revisions like I was supposed to on the last sprint. So I just got refamiliar with where I was and just started working on stuff, and just goes to show how much slower revising and editing can be. I spent that whole time very focused, but only got through like 200 words because I'm just going over the lines over and over and over again. So it's just a slow process, but we're moving forward. um, so let me see. Let me know in the comments how you did. Let me scroll back up here. Amber said that their goal for February is to keep editing. Manuscript is due to my editor by spring. That's very exciting. And please tell me that you're going to come back and drop that link as soon as I can get this book. I'm so excited to hear that. Well, I assume that because you have an editor that you're pursuing publishing. Um, and if so, that's very exciting. JK, nice to see you. Hi, everyone. What are you guys working on? Welcome in. Michael is just relaxing right now. I'm writing a poem for the stream. And my friend Michaela, congrats on 1K. Always in awe. I'm proud of you. Thank you. Hugs to California. Um, Michael has 3 out of 5 stanzas of the poem written. Oh, that's so fast. So, Michael, how do you decide how many stanzas a poem is going to have? Are you following like a certain form? How do you make that decision? How do you make that call? Um, I'd love to know. And Zainab is working on their cheat sheet, reached lesson 3 of 6, almost halfway there. Once again, I am just so proud of you for being so ahead of the game. Monday U is going to be so grateful for all the work that you're putting in right now. Good job. Tessa is in the revision grind with you, though I'm up to a chapter I'm having to draft from scratch, so this has been a bit of a slog. Oh, Tessa, I have a chapter just like that that is coming, not the next chapter, but the chapter after that. I have to completely do from scratch as well. So I'm really excited for when it is done, obviously. I'm working on my side characters a lot in this draft, so I was, you know, understandably very focused on my main character and my plot, and just trying to not have loopholes and just make sure the plot made sense in my first 2 drafts. And now that I'm on my 3rd round, I'm really looking at my side characters and going like, oh, they're flat as cardboard, and how can I fix that? And so I do have a couple of chapters to add in to just kind of flesh out their backgrounds and their backstories, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but I have not drafted like from scratch since maybe like June. And every time I have to draft from scratch, I have a little moment where I'm afraid that I just don't know how to write. And I just maybe forgot how to do it. I don't know if you have that like fear as well whenever you're facing a blank page that suddenly you just don't have the skill anymore, and then 5 seconds later you're over it. But um, that's my ramble. Um, I don't know. Right now, I just feel like 5. Hey, that's fair. Writing is subjective, art is subjective. You're absolutely allowed to say just because I feel like it. That's a valid answer. JK says I am making a Ko-Fi post for January's Ko-Fi challenge and work on revisions for my bakery Rivals to Lovers Whip, Project Sugar and Spice. That is awesome. I would love to know, JK, I know you've been working on this project for a while, and I love the title so much, Project Sugar and Spice. Where are you in your revision process? Like, how many rounds have you been through? I try to keep in my mind like where everybody is in the community so that I can keep track. Um, so let us know how it's going. James, daily journaling using my prompt for the week. What would I be doing if I saw today as a gift to my future self? Wow. James, that just like hit me in the chest. First of all, that's so amazing that you're doing daily journaling. I really, really admire that. Um, Journaling is the best thing I think someone can do for their, oh, just so many benefits, mental health benefits, just self-knowledge, gratitude. That is an amazing habit to have, and that is an amazing prompt. And it's really making me reflect on January. You know, we're here at the end of January, and I, to be honest, tried really hard to live January like it was a gift to my future self. I have a lot of things that I want to kind of incorporate to be nicer to myself and be a healthier self. And in January, I'm so happy that those things went well. Um, and it feels really nice to be nice to my future self. um, it's very rewarding in a way that like I haven't found it to be in the past. I don't know if I'm just growing up. um, but this really hits me in the chest today. So thank you for sharing that. Amber agrees. Yes, revising editing can be slow. I'm working on better description of my main character's first Nutcracker performance. Looking to indie publish. I follow a ton of indie authors and podcasts, so I'm pretty set. That is amazing. I love that the Nutcracker is in your book. That is amazing. And I would love to know, is she Clara? What's her part? Is she playing a rat? Is she playing a like fairy princess? Set the scene for me. I want to know it all. Well, don't give anything away you don't want to give away, but I will continue being nosy until you tell me to go away. Um, James, I started a job at a new facility 3 months ago, which has me asking a lot of big picture questions. Yeah, yeah, a new job is definitely a transition point. I'm sure it has a lot of effects on your lifestyle too. Like if you weren't working the night shift before, maybe now you are. And um, yeah, anytime we hit those transition points, I think reflection is very natural. And hopefully it was a change for the better. Hopefully it was a change for good and that you're liking it. Tessa, no, I totally agree about blank page syndrome, but unfortunately I've had to make a lot of structural changes since draft one, so it's not like I'm getting out of the habit of fresh drafting. Yeah, I feel that. I feel like nothing is quite so hard as the second time because the first time although writing is always hard to some degree, I feel like the first time you're writing with abandon and it can be fast and loose and you can trust future you to fix everything. And then the second draft is where you're really having to work hard on plot and structure, like you said. And it takes a lot of brain power to actually build the house that you were trying to build. So, um, my heart goes out to you. Second draft is hard, but you can do it. You can do it. Michaela, I'm working on my first creative piece in years, just trying to get through a first draft without constant self-editing. Michaela, I love this for you so much, and I hope that you will DM me and tell me everything about it after this. Is it a screenplay? I will out you as a little bit of a screenwriter, I believe, so let us know. Um, and if you want to share the genre, let us know. That's so exciting. That's so exciting. Um, Yay, yes, it's very exciting. Main character is attending a Nutcracker performance, so seeing it for the first time, it helps her fall in love with ballet. That's the inciting incident. I love that so much, and I think that's a great inciting incident. I feel like so many young dancers have that exact experience. Um, so well done. All right, everybody. Sorry. I'm going to get us into our third sprint here. I could just talk to y'all forever. Um, so this is going to be our longest sprint of the night. Um, we're going to focus up and do a 26-minute timer by Violet. Lavender Haze. I was listening to some T Swift earlier today, so this is appropriate. All right, so let's get into our lavender haze. Good luck, everybody. This is our longest sprint of the night, and good luck. All right, everyone. That's the end of our time in the lavender haze. Please let me know how you did. That was a good sprint for me. I'm really close to the end of my chapter. This is chapter 6. And so I think if I don't finish it on the next sprint, I probably will just curl up on the couch and try to finish it tonight. I've been stuck on this chapter for what feels like forever. I don't know why I'm just really crawling, like getting these like 200 word chunks at a time, just really overthinking probably. So I'm excited to just get out of this chapter. Um, so I'm glad we had the stream tonight to force me to get through it. I even, when we first started, thought about like skipping ahead to chapter 7 or 8 because I just didn't want to be back in this chapter again. And I was like, no, at least open the document and look at it. At least just look at where you were and what were you doing. And if you do that and it's overwhelming, then you can skip ahead momentarily, but you have to open it and just look at it. And what do you know? When I opened it and looked at it, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as I made it out to be. Um, so, sometimes writing really can be like pulling teeth. And that is me tonight. um, so let me know how you did. Let's pop into the comments. James, you were very kind and nice enough to ask me this. Since this is your milestone stream, we have to ask, what do you hope your creative life looks like by the time you hit 2K subscribers? Um, wow, this is tough. First of all, because like the thought of having 2K subscribers is like terrifying to me. I love being a tiny channel. I loved being an even tinier channel. It was so cozy and just nice. And so the like larger the channel grows, even though like 1K is still very small, the more anxious it makes me. Um, but I am like so grateful for everyone who sticks around and comes back to check on me. It really means a lot. Um, and as far as like what I hope my creative life looks like, I think it's hard to predict because YouTube is so unpredictable. Like that could be in 6 months or it could be another 3 years from now. I have no idea. But I would really hope that I'm at least on another completed a draft of Project Gemstone at the very least. I would like to be done with this draft that I'm on right now. My goals for the year for it are to do another round of betas on it. And, you know, by the time I get to 2K subscribers, I would love to know what I'm doing with this book. It seems like on a day-to-day basis, I'm changing my mind about if I want to try and query it, if I want to try and find another sort of serial platform to put it on, if I want to indie publish, like my mind is a whirl. Um, I just know that this will be the first project that I publish somehow, which seems insane to say out loud, but I do know that like I do want this project to get out there. Um, and so hopefully I have determined what that's gonna look like. Um, I would love to know. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry that was like a lot of vagueness, but it's hard to predict, isn't it? Um, and then I also asked you all to tell me what's your favorite thing about your project right now, because I know, as I've done already this whole night, writing is an easy thing to complain about, but it's also so fun, and we're also doing a lot that we can show some love to. So let's love our projects as well as, you know, lovingly hate on them. um, so Amber said, my favorite thing, I'm working on revisions for a draft that will actually be published. I've written a version of this book a few times, and this is the one that will get published. Exciting and daunting. Amber, that is really cool. And that is a really big milestone. And what a feeling to have a draft that you know that you're going to release. And, you know, I feel like we could work on drafts forever and ever and ever, but just making peace and saying it's ready. Um, and that is awesome that you know yourself so well as a writer to say it's ready, and you're right, and you have the confidence that it's ready. And that's a great feeling, very exciting. And Sacred Luna stopped by, just popping in. My phone is dying and I can't be bothered to get off the couch. But I wanted to wish you a formal happy 1K. Your videos are always so soothing to watch. Thank you. I don't know if you're still here. Your phone may have died, but thank you. That really means a lot to me. Um, I really love when people tell me that they get like cozy vibes or like relaxing vibes or soothing vibes. Like I love that that's the feedback I get on my videos. Like that really warms my heart. Sometimes I get very self-conscious that I don't have a very like YouTube personality, like excitable, entertaining. I don't think I'm very funny in my videos, so I get a little self-conscious that like why would anyone watch my videos? Um, but this is just such a nice reminder that like we can get other things out of YouTube videos um, than that. So thank you. That really means a lot to me. Um, Michael said, our poem's finished. I'll take a break from it and ultimately post it in our next sprint. Tessa said, favorite thing, I've always loved the character relationships and vibes of the novel, but actually yesterday I felt like I really nailed down the central message rather than a vague theme, which was exciting. Well done. That is good forward progress. James did some journaling, and I took a call from my brother's girlfriend. He moved from ICU to acute rehab yesterday, so there's been a lot going on. Wow, that does sound like a lot, and I'm glad that you're journaling to handle a lot of that. That sounds like a lot. He's been in the ICU since Christmas. Oh, James, I'm so sorry. Um, Sounds like maybe things are going in a better direction though, and I hope they continue to do so. For grape, spent an embarrassingly long time trying to think of a synonym for christening because there's no Christ, only to remember the word baptize exists. Nice. Yeah. This I've run into this as well. With fantasy like Christmas, etc., etc., and bless you, and all these things that are just rooted in religions that don't exist in our fantasy worlds or don't exist in mine. um, yeah, same for you. No Christ in my fantasy world, SpongeBob. Yeah, no, I am with you. Um, my favorite thing is wait, I know this one. I'll say the side characters. They're my favorite. That is awesome. I love that. Teach me how to be better at side characters because I'm learning a lot in this draft about how I can do a really good job of ignoring them to my detriment. Um, Thank you, James. That's very kind. I appreciate that. Yes, completely understand the chapter slogs. Yeah. So I thank you all for being here and keeping me accountable because I'm getting through the chapter, and that is because of the sprints tonight. So I thank you for that. All right, so let's get into our last sprint. This is going to be our cooldown sprint. It's going to be a short one just to make some notes about what we accomplished, wrap up any loose threads, finish any journal entries, etc., etc. Oh, thank you, Tessa. Oh, I'm glad that they help you get in the writing like vibe. That's great. I would love that if I like developed a side character so much that I like became obsessed with them and wanted to give them their own book. Like, I think that would be really fun, actually. All right, so here we go. Here's our 10-minute cooldown sprint, everybody. And if this is your first time here, I do have a tradition on our last sprint of the night. So please tell me in the comments if you'd like. You can tell me your favorite line that you wrote this night, or a favorite line that you revised, or a favorite line in your project that you really like. And if you don't want to share a line, then just tell me something good that happened this week. So be thinking about that, and here's our 10-minute sprint. All right, everyone. Wonderful words. Wonderful words. So let me know how your cool down sprint went. That was nice for me. I just kind of read over this next section that I'm trying to finish, and I think I will, once the stream is over, go curl up under a blanket and just like get into goblin mode and finish this chapter. So that was very good for me. And yeah, so as I mentioned, our last question of the night to tell me a favorite line you worked on or tell me one good thing that happened to you this week. Um, and I think my one good thing is that Luke and I made Rice Krispie treats like from scratch. And I'm like re-obsessed with Rice Krispie treats, and I bought more marshmallows today to make another batch, and I'm really excited. Um, I when I was in high school and college, my summer job was working at a sandwich counter, and we also had like a little dessert counter, and so like one of my duties was to make brownies and to make Rice Krispie treats. And I had so many of those that I think I like couldn't eat anymore. And so 10 years later, I finally made Rice Krispie treats again, and it just like brought me right back to working at the store and making these treats from scratch. And I mean, from scratch, it's like three ingredients, but um, I'm excited. I think they're the perfect treat, in my opinion. So let me see here. James shared some lines from your weekly planning journal. Selah, find my center, be calm, fix my vision. Remember that each day is a gift to our future selves, even if it is simply as a happy memory. Oh, this is like bringing tears to my eyes, I'm not gonna lie. Um, that's really beautiful, and have grace with yourself too. Fix my vision specifically is what I'm thinking of, you know. Have grace with yourself. It's okay. Um, Selah is a Hebrew poetic term usually interpreted as time to take a pause and reflect. That is wonderful. I'm really happy to know that. Um, And we have our poem from Michael, but I'm going to read that last. So I'll come back to that, Michael. Amber's favorite thing of the week, making my first live here. So welcoming and so amazing. Thank you, Amber. I'm so glad you're here. Thanks for clicking on the stream and thanks for sticking through all of it. That is awesome. I'm so happy you're here. For Devesha, she was 10 years old when she watched her mother bleed out into the salty sea. Holy moly. Is that your first line? Great, because that is an amazing first line. And if it's not, I think it should be. um, Picking out that among the not as good lines made me realize that it should be the start of the book, so thank you. Okay, good. I'm so glad we're on the same page. That is a great first line. Oh, teach me your ways. I really struggle with first lines, but this is stellar. Stellar work. Good job. Zainab, finished half my cheat sheet. We'll do the rest tomorrow. Awesome job. Awesome job. You're gonna feel so good when that's done. Tessa definitely eased off that last sprint, but got around 800 words total, which I'm happy about. Well done. Well done. Yeah, my streams are definitely short. Um, I really like to keep the sprints rolling, so I'm sorry the writing time is maybe a little short, but 800 words is excellent. Great job. All right, so let me pop up here and read our poem for the night. So I love that this has become another sort of tradition for our last sprint, Michael. And not to say that you have to write us a poem every time if that puts too much pressure on you, but I really have adored them and love leaving off on this note. So let's read our milestone poem. A road is like an autumn's dawn, thought of in a night of Mays. Ask as you walk it with your will, gently on the land it stays. As the rains fall from the sky, they flow down scars within the earth, but the road has bridges here, built of stone and also worth. The road will pass a tree and field, perhaps an oak of call and beck. Sit below this for a spell to rest and think upon your trek. A road is like a promise that you somehow make unto yourself. Perhaps you have a weight to bear or book to write for kindly shelf. A night in May of vision clear, an autumn dawn of deepest blue. A road is like a dream of yours that always will be there for you. Oh my gosh. Wow. I feel like every stanza I had a favorite line. Wow, Michael, that was really lovely. Really, really lovely. Oh my gosh. I this one hit me, they flow down scars within the earth. Like I could just see like the like rivulets in the mountains when you put that line in. That was really lovely. There were so many that were really lovely. Oh, I just loved this very much. A road is like a promise that you somehow make unto yourself. Perhaps you have a weight to bear or book to write for kindly shelf. Like, if this just doesn't describe how it feels to be on a writing journey, uh, like, this is really wonderful. A promise that you make unto yourself, that you will reach the end. Thank you, Michael. That was really lovely. That was a gift. Yeah. That was stellar. I really need to get a little book together of all the poems that you've given us so far because they really just knock my socks off, I have to say. Ah, what a wonderful note to leave it on. Wow. Thank you, Michael, and thank you everyone so much for joining for the 1K celebration stream. I didn't really have very much different or special planned for tonight. I just wanted to come on and hang out with you all and get some writing done. So I really appreciate all of you for being here. Thanks so much for all the kind words. Wow, that really just touches my heart. And I don't know how to take compliments well, um, but I will just be gracious and say thank you so much. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday night. As far as like upcoming, I am starting a writing vlog tomorrow. February 1st. We kind of took it easy in January, but it's really about time to get back to the writing vlogs, I think. So, of course, that won't come out until after the month is finished, probably. So, TBD on that one. Keep your eyes peeled. I'm also going to be starting an office makeover video. Not writing related, but as you can see, the office is in need of some artistic help. And that one will be taking place over probably a longer stretch of time, just as I'm slowly working on things and slowly acquiring furniture. I try to get everything secondhand, and that just takes a little bit more time. So those are the two things I have in the works. As far as streams, I will be back here on February 27th, I believe. It's not going to be the last Wednesday of the month. It's going to be the last Tuesday. Yeah, the 27th. So that'll be our next solo stream. And then I will also be hosting a stream with Malin. We're going to do a Lazy Gang stream, and that'll be on my channel on the 17th. We haven't set a time yet, but if you haven't been to a Lazy Gang stream, it's very cash. We do a lot more chatting. And usually we're talking about writerly topics and where we are in our projects and what's plaguing us at the current moment. So I hope you will mark your calendars and come join us for that. So yeah, with that, I will just wish you all a very good night. Thanks again for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.